that we are human beings and sometimes we can actually be pushed to the wall. So it made a provision for the defense of provocation. Now, however, now this defense of provocation is not automatic. Okay, you don't just go to court and say, "My Lord, I was provoked, and that is why," and the Lord will say, "Yes, indeed, you were provoked." No, the court looks at some various factors. Okay, the law would determine or will put into consideration a lot of factors before it avails you that defense of provocation. Now, one of those factors is what was the nature of the provocation. Is this something that would have actually struck a nerve in an ordinary man, in the objective man? Okay, so we're not looking at the fact that you're temperamental. Yes, we're not looking at that fact. No, the law will always look at objectively on a general scale, how would somebody react? So let's say A and B, right? So A calls B a dog. Is this something that would ordinarily provoke B? Now I know that it has different instances and different cases. Okay, so the law will look at different cases and the facts on different cases. So what would maybe the situation that would have led A to call B a dog would be different from what would have made C call D a dog. So the court will look at that circumstance. Okay, now the second factor the court will look at is, was it proportionate? Okay, so in my example, A calls B a dog, and then let's say B retaliates by stabbing A. Do you understand? So the court will look at the fact that, on an objective scale, okay, applying this on the general scale, is it something that if somebody calls somebody a dog, would it ordinarily make somebody stab the other person? Okay, so the court will look at the scale of balance. Okay, is this something that would ordinarily have pushed somebody to do a certain thing? So calling B a dog in my example, A calling B a dog, and then B retaliates by stabbing A or pushing A to the wall or doing something that would have ordinarily led into a criminal liability. The court will look at the instances. Was it proportionate? Okay, number 3. Now guys, this third factor, it's actually very interesting, and that is, was it done in the heat of passion? Okay, most people, they just think that you can just go on a personal vendetta and then you plead with defense of provocation. No. Yes, because anything you are doing, okay, it has to be at the moment, okay, in the heat of passion, in the heat of anger. Let's say, for example, A and B, the example I used before, and then let's say B had the time to relax, he had the time to sit, he even watched football, he went to watch football match, he went to watch La Liga championship and whatever, and then he came back, and then even before he came back, he ate, he slept, or he even the point is, if you had a time to cool off, as long as there is a time, there's a lapse between when the thing happened and when you retaliated, the law will always assume that you had the time to cool off. And in that situation, my dear, so it must be done in the heat of passion. You cannot just sit down and say, she did this to me, therefore you don't take days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, and then you plan a coup or you plan something very evil, and then you come back and say, "My Lord, I was angry, I was provoked." No, it will not avail you. These 3 factors will actually be concurrent. Okay, one cannot be missing from the other. It has to flow. What was the nature of the provocation? Is this something that would have ordinarily angered somebody? Number 2, was it proportionate? Did you do it like in proportion to what the person did, or you went extra and over in retaliating? Number 3, was it done in the heat of passion? Did you do it instantly? Okay, so it is only when these 3 things or these 3 ingredients are available or they are evident in the fact that the defense of provocation can avail you.